Uhuru Kenyatta declines planned youth visit to Ichaweri, call for structured dialogue. Sunday, February 22nd, 2026, by News Desk. Retired President Uhuru Kenyatta has formally declined a planned visit by a group of young Kenyans to his residence in Ichaweri, Gatundu, Kiambu County, urging youth organizers to pursue structured, formal dialogue instead of spontaneous political demonstrations. In an official statement released on Sunday, February 22nd, 2026, the Office of the Fourth President of the Republic of Kenya clarified that the former head of state was not in a position to host a youth group at his home on the scheduled date of Monday, February 23rd. The communication was issued through his Secretary of Communication, Kanze Dena Mararo, respect for youth energy, but with conditions. The statement emphasized that while President RTD Kenyatta deeply respects the energy, ideas, and patriotism of Kenya's youth, meaningful engagements require prior formal communication and organization to ensure that dialogue is peaceful, structured, and productive. He reiterated his open stance toward engagements that foster unity, mutual respect, and constructive exchange of views, and urged youth leaders to observe proper channels when arranging meetings. Former President Kenyatta remains open to meeting and exchanging views in a dignified manner that fosters unity and mutual respect. Kenya belongs to all of us. Let us always choose dialogue over disruption and engagement over division. The youth group's vision and motivation. The planned visit was organized by a cohort identifying themselves as young and emerging leaders, who in a letter dated February 16th, 2026 described the trip to Ichaweri as a courtesy call. The group said they wanted to recognize Uhuru Kenyatta for his role in championing youth inclusion and leadership and signal a broader generational shift ahead of the 2027 general election. Their statement framed young Kenyans as ready to occupy leadership spaces, not merely as participants in politics, but as decision-makers, innovators, and custodians of the republic. They emphasized that their approach was neither nostalgic nor symbolic alone, but a declaration of intent to engage actively in the nation's future. Calls for meaningful inclusion. The youth group's communication also criticized what they termed structural exclusion by current authorities, arguing that previous protests in 2024 and 2025, where youth grievances over socioeconomic issues and governance were expressed, were met with force rather than engagement. They outlined a vision for a Kenya where youths are not statistics or foot soldiers, but are integrated into leadership, policy formulation, and public service. Jubilee Party clarifies stance. The announcement from Uhuru's office came after the Jubilee Party dismissed claims circulating on social media that it had organized a youth visit. The party labeled those reports as misleading, stressing that any official communication involving the former president must come through verified channels and formal procedures. A broader call for structured engagement. Uhuru's response underscores a broader argument for formal channels of political engagement, especially as the country prepares for the 2027 elections. His office emphasized that constructive interaction between generations is vital for Kenya's future and that spontaneity cannot replace dignified, organized dialogue.